My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I literally just finished live streaming the Callisto protocol because I just refuse to accept that the game I just refuse to accept that the game was as bad as like suckers is saying about this. Like, the way people are talking about this game, you would think this game is like freaking Anthem tier or something. This will be my first impressions of the Callisto protocol. I'm gonna be completely 100% of how I feel about the game so far. So first off, to answer the biggest question about this game being that, is it really that bad? Like, again, I haven't seen none of the actual reviews for this game, but I'm aware of the review scores, you know, and some of the scores that this game has gotten. I'm aware apparently this junk is in complete shambles on PC. It don't matter if you got a swap shop graphics card. It don't matter if you got a 49. And unfortunately, this is like some of the stuff about PC games that I like don't like. Like, sometimes a game will just drop and it's in shambles on PC. Like, I think I remember in 2015 when Batman and Arkham Knight dropped on a PC, that junk was damn near unplayable for like what, 2 or 3 years or something, right? So unfortunately, if you bought this game on PC, yeah, you are taking a big fat juicy L right now, and they definitely need to fix that soon. I'm playing on PS5, however, and I probably put like 5 to 6 hours in already in the game, and you know, my first sitting playing it. And yeah, in my opinion, speaking on me playing this from PS5, the game is nowhere near as bad as like what you're hearing. I feel like, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like the main reason why this game is getting like slandered like so heavily right now, it doesn't help that this game came out after God of War. Like, to try to follow up God of War and then you play it and you go from a game like that to this, it ain't gonna help. It is not gonna help this game at all. So the game actually looks better than I thought it would look like. I thought it would look kind of like, I don't know, Dying Light 2 tierish as far as like the graphics go, but no, it actually looks, you know, really good on a PS5 at times with the flame effects and fire. Like, it be kind of looking like, you know, late PS3-ish at times, you know, with like the fire effects and stuff. The dodging, let's talk about the dodging, because that was another thing that I heard people like critiquing a lot and saying like how scuffed in the ass it was. Is it as good as the dodge mechanic in Last of Us 2? Absolutely not. But is it like, I don't know. I just feel like people are like critiquing this game to like the high heavens, bro, because bro, within 10 minutes of using the dodge, at first it is weird. I find it weird that you dodge with the left stick and, you know, there is no time window. So when you see infected coming and they're about to attack you, you just hold on the left stick, left or right, and you dodge. That's literally it. Like, people, I just feel like people are like making it sound worse than it actually is. It is a little weird to pick up when they first introduce it to you, but it's not like hard to grasp. Within 10 to 15 minutes, like, it's not hard to dodge. It's not hard to dodge in this game, and it's actually somewhat satisfying once you get a hang of it. It's not perfect, but it's not like severely flawed. It just is what it is, and it's different. The melee combat, even that's not as bad as, you know, what people, you know, say about it, but it is scuffed, and it's only scuffed when you're fighting multiple suckers at the same time. When it's just like one, or maybe 2 of them is not that bad. As soon as you got like 3 or 4 of them suckers and you swinging the stun baton, the melee is oh my god, bro. This is actually, it only shows up when there's multiple enemies, bro. That melee combat is not designed. I kept on saying that during the stream. That melee combat is not designed to be fighting multiple suckers at the same time. And it's because, for some reason, the enemies in this game, when you are hitting them with the stun baton, whatever, these suckers take like 6 to 8 hits before they fall down. The only thing that makes it a little bit better is once you get the gun, and then you could equip the gun in the game, in the gameplay. So when you do the hits after like three hits, then you could do a quick gunshot. So that kind of helps it out. But when you are straight using the melee, these suckers take a lot of hits. It's annoying, and when you got a lot of them suckers coming at you at the same time, that's when you see the flaws in the combat. Again, it's not as bad as, like, you know, what I've seen from, you know, some people say about the game after once I played it for myself. But yeah, it is scuffed at times, and I do feel like they could have, you know, left it stirring in the pot a little bit more. Since this game is so focused on that type of style of combat, they could have, you know, tweaked it and made it more, you know, just more fine and tuned. So probably the thing I'm disappointed the most of from this game, that honestly is kind of shocking to me, because these are the same suckers that did Dead Space, right? Like, you would think this would be like easy for these suckers. This game is not scary. Like, it's not. Like, there's no really, like, fear aspect. My cheeks were not clenched on no parts, really. You know, I just remember playing Dead Space, and there was, like, multiple segments of that game to where I was, like, scared to go around the corner, or scared to go in this room, or scared because a freaking necromorph was, like, chasing me like this. And this game is just like, oh, okay, another enemy. I guess I gotta take him out. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It lacks that horror aspect that I thought this game was gonna just have, like, easily, just in its sleep. You know, these are the same suckers that did Dead Space. I thought for sure that this game was gonna be at least up to par with that in terms of horror. This game, for some reason, is just not, and I don't know if this is just me. I mean, and I know, you know, being scared is, I guess, subjective. Like, it might be scary to someone, but yeah, that's the thing that's honestly kind of taking me by surprise the most, and that I'm disappointed by. This game just doesn't do horror well, I feel like. And another thing is, like, most of the scenes that was, like, cool, they freaking showed it in, like, the trailers. You know, like, the part where, like, you going through and you're trying to, like, shimmy past the guy, and then, like, you see his eye open. The slip and slide part to where, you know, you're slipping through the water and you have to avoid this stuff. Like, they showed all of, like, you know, the cool parts in, like, the trailer. So it kind of takes it away from the game once you're actually on that part. So yeah, that's honestly what's disappointing me the most about this game. How unscary it is. I was expecting at least, like, up to par with the first Dead Space. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say about the game. There are some things that are disappointing about the game that I thought would be better. At times you do see, you know, a little flaw here or there, but it's not like this. I don't know, like, people are like talking about this game like it's complete, like, dookie water, like it's vomit or something. It's not that bad. It's just a solid game. It's not a must-buy game. You don't have to play this game. It's not one of the best horror games that dropped in the past 10 years. It's none of that. It's just it's a cool game. The game kind of reminds me of, just as far as the level of quality of how the game feels, it kind of reminds me of, and if you guys played this franchise, you might know what I'm saying. It kind of reminds me of Evil Within. Like, just that level of quality and how the game feels, it kind of is on that like Evil Within level, to where it's not a masterpiece, but you know what it does pretty well. But you know, you see that there are room for improvement. And if you do want this game though, from what I hear, don't buy it on PC. If you do want it, if you want PC and you want this game, stay stay away from the PC version. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I will probably be live later as well for I'm gonna do the game awards because I haven't voted on the picks yet, so I'm gonna probably stream that later as well on my channel, so look forward to that. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far, and until my next video, my brothers and sisters, probably will have a review out for this game as well. I mean, honestly, I don't really feel like much is going to change from how I feel right now until like once unless the second half of the game is completely like freaking different. I don't really feel like my impressions are going to change much, but probably will do a review for this game as well. So the next video, my brothers and sisters, catch you boys in my next one. All right.